Hi everyone! Today I created this kind of alien glam makeup look. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. I started out by applying a light green water activated body paint using a foundation brush, but before I did this I washed, moisturized, and primed my skin, because if you're not careful, certain colors of body paint can stain pretty bad, which is why I made sure to prime my skin. And I'm not really being super even with the pigmentation here. I kind of just did one layer and I just covered my entire face. Next I went in with a black body paint, but in my experience black stains really bad, so just make sure that you prime your skin super well. Well, I decided to have this cover my entire neck, ears, chest, and shoulders, but I wasn't too concerned with making everything even since I was gonna dust it with eyeshadow later. And I did end up going over some spots that were patchy though. And then here I added a black line all around my hairline. After applying all of the body paint, I set everything with a translucent powder. In my experience, this makes the makeup not only transfer proof, but it makes it easier to blend eyeshadows on top, which is what I'll be using for like the rest of the makeup. For this next part, I'm using a series of green eyeshadows to really chisel out and contour my face. I'm really making sure to focus everything on my cheekbones, my temples, and on my nose. Practically everywhere that you would contour normally. I'm also going to be blurring out the black edge all around my face. To create a lot of depth, I am using more than one eyeshadow to contour. I'm using a dark green, an even darker green, and then I'm gonna eventually go in with black. For the eyes, I decided to go with a red smoky eye to contrast with the green skin. I went in with warm light brown as my transition shade. I then blended it out using a fluffy crease brush, and now I'm going in with a red eyeshadow to deepen out the crease, and I'm just blending using that same brush. I'm then starting to add more red on the bottom and going around my crease to further define it more. Now I kind of decided to do more of like a black red smoky eye, so now I'm using a dark gunmetal gray eyeliner to prime my eyes. I'm now blending out the gray eyeliner to make it more even. And then I decided to pack on a dark gray glittery mineral shadow to give my eyes a pop of dimension. And I'm using a small flat eyeshadow brush for this, and just blending as I go. I'm also kind of carrying this more above my actual crease because my eyes are hooded. Now I'm I'm just doing some liquid eyeliner, and I'm making the line really big and intense. I'm also adding a little like inner corner point. For my waterline, I'm using a dark red eyeliner to help close off the eyes more. For the eyebrows, I'm using a matte black eyeshadow and a small angled brush to draw them on, and I really tried my best to make them very angular. I really felt like the black areas needed more dimension, so I decided to add in like a red design that tied together my collarbones and my neck. I kind of just made this up on the spot, which is kind of sometimes how I get my best ideas. I started out by mapping out the design with a matte red eyeshadow. I then went on top with a really pigmented red mineral shadow, which is the same one I used on my eyes. And again, I kind of just randomized the design a little bit, but this really helped the color pop more. I spontaneously decided to add another wing to my eyes. For the lips, I outlined them with a black lip liner, and I tried to make them look more pointed towards the Cupid's bow, and I also drew out the outer corners further. I then filled them in using a black liquid lipstick. This is my favorite part. I'm starting to add highlights to everything. I went in with a white color shift shadow on all the black parts first. I focused it on the shoulders and anywhere I felt like needed more dimension, and I was using a fluffy foundation brush for this. And then I added a little bit more details to the red parts. I then decided to add some red blush to my face. And you can't really see this part, but I went in with another color shift shadow that color shifts to green on my face to really just highlight everything. I then went into my inner corners and added that color shift shadow there as well. And now I'm adding that same red shadow I used on my chest onto my lips. Now I'm just adding a quick coat of mascara. And I also decided to take this white color shift shadow up on my ears and around my hairline where I added that black earlier. Adding some more details again. Now I'm just going to take some false lashes and apply those to my top lids. And I added more highlight to my forehead. And this is the finished look. I really had a lot of fun creating this look and the tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.